Dwayne Douglas Johnson, born May 2, 1972, also known by his ring name The Rock, 6, is an American actor, producer, retired professional wrestler, 9, and former American football and Canadian football player. 10. Regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. 11. 12. He wrestled for the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, for 8 years prior to pursuing an acting career. His films have grossed over $3.5 billion in North America and over $10.5 billion worldwide. 13. Making him one of the world's highest-grossing and highest-paid actors. 14. 15. Johnson was a college football player at the University of Miami, with whom he won a national championship in 1991. He aspired to have a professional career in football and entered the 1995 NFL Draft, but went undrafted. He signed with the Calgary Stampeders of the Canadian Football League (CFL), but was cut from the team in his first season. Shortly after, he began training as a professional wrestler. 16. An honorary member of the Anoa'i family, and the son of wrestler Rocky Johnson and grandson of Peter Maivia. Johnson secured a contract with the WWF in 1996. 5. He rose to prominence after developing the gimmick of a charismatic, boastful trash talker. He won his first WWF championship in 1998. Becoming the promotion's first African American world champion. Johnson then helped usher in the Attitude Era, an industry boom period in the late 1990s and early 2000s. 17. In 2004, he left the WWE to pursue an acting career. He returned in 2011 as a part-time performer until 2013. And made sporadic appearances until retiring in 2019. 18. Johnson headlined the most bought professional wrestling pay-per-view, WrestleMania 28, and was featured among the most watched episodes of WWE's two flagship television shows, Raw and SmackDown. 19. 20. He is also a 10-time world champion, 21, a 2-time Intercontinental champion, a 5-time tag team champion, the 2000 Royal Rumble winner, and WWE's 6th Triple Crown champion. Johnson's first leading film role was in The Scorpion King, 2002. He has since starred in many successful films, including The Game Plan, 2007, Tooth Fairy, 2010, Journey to The Mysterious Island, 2012, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, 2013, Hercules, 2014, San Andreas, 2015, Central Intelligence, 2016, Moana, 2016, Rampage and Skyscraper, both 2018. His role as Luke Hobbs in the Fast and Furious films, beginning with Fast 5, 2011, helped it become one of the highest-grossing film franchises. 22. Johnson also stars in the Jumanji films, appearing in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, 2017, and Jumanji: The Next Level, 2019. Johnson produced and starred in the HBO series Ballers, 2015 to 2019, which ran for 5 seasons and was ranked as HBO's most watched comedy in 6 years. 23. He also stars and produces the autobiographical series Young Rock, 2021. In 2000, Johnson released the autobiography The Rock Says, a New York Times bestseller. 24, 25, and in 2012, founded the entertainment production company 7 Bucks Productions. 26. Johnson made the Time 100 Most Influential People in the World list in 2016 and 2019, 27, 28, and is the co-owner of the American Football League, the XFL, Early life. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born in Hayward, California, 31, on May 2, 1972, 32, the son of Arthur Johnson, née Maivia. Born 1948, 33, and former professional wrestler Rocky Johnson, born Wade Douglas Bowles, 1944 to 2020, 34, 35, growing up. Johnson lived briefly in Grey Lynn in New Zealand with his mother's family, 36, where he played rugby, 37, and attended Richmond Road Primary School before returning to the U.S., 36. He then attended Montclair Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina, before moving to Hamden, Connecticut, where he spent a couple of years at Shepherd Glen Elementary School and Hamden Middle School. 38, 39, he spent his high school years at President William McKinley High School in Honolulu, Hawaii. Then Glencliff High School and McGavick High School in Nashville, Tennessee, and finally Freedom High School in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. 40, he was arrested multiple times for fighting, theft, and check fraud before the age of 17. 41, he was on his high school's gridiron football, track and field, and wrestling teams. 34, Johnson's father was a black Nova Scotian with a small amount of Irish ancestry. 42, 43, while his mother is Samoan. His father was part of the first black tag team champions in WWE history along with Tony Atlas. 44, 45, his mother is the adopted daughter of Peter Maivia, who was also a pro wrestler. 46, Maivia's wife, Lia, was the first female pro wrestling promoter, taking over Polynesian Pacific Pro Wrestling after her husband's death in 1982. Until 1988, 47, 48, through his grandfather Maivia, Johnson is considered a non-blood relative to the Anoa'i wrestling family. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, in 2008. Johnson inducted his father and grandfather into the WWE Hall of Fame. Debut and Intercontinental Champion, 1996–1997, Johnson made his WWF debut as Rocky Maivia, a combination of his father and grandfather's ring names. Although his real name was acknowledged by the announcers. 62, he was initially reluctant to take this ring name but was persuaded by Vince McMahon and Jim Ross. 48, 63, he was given the nickname, the Blue Chipper, and his lineage was played to on TV, where he was hyped as the WWF's first third-generation wrestler. 6. Maivia, a clean-cut face character, was pushed heavily from the start despite his wrestling inexperience. He debuted on Monday Night Raw as a member of Mark Merrow's entourage on November 4, 1996. 64. His first match came at Survivor Series, on November 17, in an 8-man elimination tag match. He was the sole survivor and eliminated the final 2 members of the opposing team, Crush and Goldust. 65, on February 13, 1997. He won the Intercontinental Championship from Hunter Hearst Helmsley on Monday Night Raw. 66, 67, 68. Maivia then successfully defended the title against Helmsley at In Your House 13, Final 4. He had his first WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 13 where he was victorious in his Intercontinental Championship defense against the Sultan. WWF fans started to reject his character and push from the company. 69. He defeated Bret Hart by disqualification in a title defense on the March 31 episode of Raw is War. 70. Behind the scenes, Hart mentored Johnson for his first year in WWF, 71, and refused to be booked to take the title from him. 72, on April 20, at In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker. He lost to Savio Vega by countout but retained the title. Audiences became increasingly hostile toward Maivia, with chants of "Die, Rocky! Die!" and "Rocky sucks" being heard during his matches. 5:48, The Nation of Domination, 1997–1998. Non-wrestling appearances, 2007 to 2009. On March 12, 2007, The Rock appeared on a WWE show after nearly 3 years, via a pre-taped promo shown during Raw. He correctly predicted that Bobby Lashley would defeat Umaga at WrestleMania 23 in Donald Trump and Vince McMahon's Battle of the Billionaires hair versus hair match. 167, on March 29, 2008. Johnson appeared to induct his father Rocky Johnson and grandfather Peter Maivia into the WWE Hall of Fame. 168, Johnson's next appearance was through a pre-taped promo on October 2. Impact Wrestling, 2020. The Rock made an appearance at Impact Wrestling's 2020 Bound for Glory via a recorded video message to induct Ken Shamrock into the Impact Hall of Fame. In 2009, during the Decade of SmackDown. 169.